Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about setting up a public computer, whether it be for a computer lab, for a library, or what have you. This is going to be a Linux public computer, so it's open source, it's free, and it's not too terribly difficult to set up. So as you can see here, we have our fresh Linux Mint 19 installation running Cinnamon as the desktop environment. We're doing that to get as close to Windows as we can so that the users have a familiar experience. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our software update manager. Say OK to that. We're going to have some updates here, but I'm not going to worry about that at this point. We're going to go into Edit and then Preferences. We're going to uncheck this box to show a warning if snapshots are not set up. But the important one is we're going to go in here where it says Auto Upgrade, and we're going to apply updates automatically. And apply. We'll need to enter our super user password. And once we've done that, we're going to be prompted to switch to a local mirror. Again, we're going to have to enter our super user password. Okay. We're going to select West Virginia University. That's the closest one to us. I'm going to select Pittsburgh for the base. I'm going to say OK. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and install all my updates before I continue. So I'm going to break here and I'll pick back up with you when the updates are installed. Okay, so we're all updated, and now at this point we're ready to get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a public user. So we're going to open our terminal, and we're going to do a sudo add user public. We're going to enter our password. Okay. I'm not going to make a difficult password. I'm just going to say password 1. Okay. So now we've set up our public user. And we can go ahead and log in as our public user. So I'm going to log out. First thing I'm going to do is uncheck this box. We don't want to show this screen at startup. And the first thing I like to do usually is go in and customize things. So I'm going to set the desktop background. I'm going to set up their desktop icons. Give them the calculator. Give them GIMP. Firefox, all the Office apps. I like to give them VLC Media Player. Okay. So we've got all our icons there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a reboot shortcut. Later in the video, what you're going to see is I'm going to actually set up a script to use rsync to restore this public profile when the system is rebooted. So we're going to set up a reboot shortcut so that the users can hit that when they're finished with their session. So I'm going to right click, create new launcher here. I'm going to call this restart and delete data. And for that I'm going to do a shutdown /r now. Okay. I'm going to give it a nice little icon. We're going to use the GNOME, or is it log out? And for some reason it doesn't like to give us the right icon. So let me go back in there. And we're going to go into Humanity, Action 16. And log out. There we go. Now I'm going to check my update settings. I'm going to uncheck that show warning, and auto upgrade is already selected because we did that under the other profile. So I'm doing that. That's good. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and customize the settings for the Firefox web browser. So we're going to go into Preferences. I'm just going to go in here and look. I'm going to always ask where to save files. Okay. So under Home, I'm going to send them to Google as their home page. And when they open new tabs, I'm going to have them go to a blank page. Okay. Under Search, I'm going to change the default search engine to DuckDuckGo. Under Privacy and Security, I'm going to uncheck the Ask to Save Logins and Passwords for Websites. I'm going to say Firefox will never remember history. We're going to have to restart Firefox. Let's go back to where we were. Okay. The rest of these settings are okay. So we've gone ahead and customized Firefox. Now we're going to add some extensions. So we're going to get some extensions for Firefox. So the first thing we're going to get is HTTPS everywhere Firefox. I'm just going to do a search. That should take us to Firefox add-ons. So we're going to add this to Firefox. The next thing we're going to search for is Privacy Badger. And lastly, we're going to do Add Block Plus. Okay, so we've got all that done. I'll minimize that for right now. Next, we're going to go into LibreOffice, and for compatibility, we're going to change some settings here. We're going to go into Tools, Options. We're going to expand Load and Save under General. And for text documents, we're going to select this drop down and we're going to choose Microsoft Word 2007 to 2013. For a spreadsheet, we're going to do the same thing, but for Excel 2007 to 13. And then for presentations, PowerPoint. Okay. We've got everything set the way we want to have it set. I'm actually going to change the time here. It's using a 24-hour clock. I like to change the time to not use the 24-hour clock and to display the date. Okay. We can go ahead and close Firefox. Okay, so we've got everything set the way we want to have it set. Now we're ready to start setting up the back end stuff. So this is what the users are going to get when they log in, and we want to keep it this way. So we're going to go ahead and log out. We're going to choose the Computer Tech account. And it would probably help if I type the password incorrectly. We're going to open the terminal, and we're going to do some stuff here in the terminal. First thing we're going to do is we're going to copy the public profile to a location where the public user cannot access it. So we're going to do a sudo cp dash capital R lowercase p home public, and we're going to copy it to opt. Okay, so now we've copied the state of the profile. If you ever make any updates to the profile, you're going to want to go in and remove it from the opt directory and recopy it. So our rc.local file has been downloaded, the one that I shared with you. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this to the Etsy, from our documents to our Etsy directory. Okay, so now we're going to do a sudo nano etsy rc.local. Let you see what we have in there. Okay. We're going to do a sudo chmod plus x on etsy rc.local. So now it's executable. And the last thing we want to do is we want to set the public user to automatically log in. To do this, we're going to have to edit a lightdm file. So we're going to do a sudo nano etc lightdm lightdm.conf.d, and then we're going to do 70 mint.conf. Okay, and we're going to put in here auto login dash user equals public. We're going to control X. We're going to save it. We're going to overwrite the original file. Now we're going to exit. Now, if everything works correctly, any changes made to the profile will be deleted. So I'm going to go back into the profile. I'm going to add another desktop shortcut here. Just going to add a shortcut to document viewer. See document viewer there? Now to test if this all works, I'm going to double click this button here and reboot. Okay folks, so it really is that easy. We've rebooted and now our shortcut to the document viewer is gone and we have our public profile restored. Now, I don't claim to be the end-all be-all when it comes to this type of thing. Some of you may have suggestions on better ways to accomplish this. Please, if you do, comment down below and let us know about it. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video like I always do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other YouTubers find quality content and we really appreciate it. Click the subscribe button and then click the bell to get notified whenever new content is added. As always, comments, questions, and suggestions are welcome below, and we thank you very much for watching.